What is up, my fellow Yeats, and welcome to Random Topics, a new generation of random topics. It's been how many years? Maybe it might be around 5. I'm gonna guess around 5, maybe 4. I don't know how many years it's been, but it's been a while, and it's like I used to be doing this a lot because I don't know, I was very wanting to do a lot of posting, but I guess during my high school years, I just ended up falling out of it. I don't know. Why did I? But here's the thing. I think it's time to get back to it because it's time to talk about things. I'm happy to be back with this series. And today's topic is gonna be something fun. It's gonna be toys and trinkets. Yeah. Also with this setup, let me explain that to you guys. With the setup, let me explain that to you guys. Okay, so with the setup, there's the, so I'm in a classroom right now. I'm in a college campus. I know, weird. But with that in mind, why am I in a classroom? Why do I choose a classroom? So my roommates, or my one roommate, is currently trying to sleep. He's my best bro, so I'll value him. Although then again, I did throw a ball at him and break his glasses in that last video. I'm a horrible friend, but I'm enough of a good friend. I'm enough of a good friend to want to try to have him, or want to try to make it so that I'm not waking him up, so he's not going to sleep. You know what I mean? Or trying to have him. You know what I mean? I don't want to be an annoyance when he's trying to fall asleep. You know what I mean? That's how I want to say that. That's how I want to say that. Yeah. But with that, now we're in a classroom. And I don't honestly hate this. It is echoey. It's echoey. But here's the thing. It kind of is an interesting idea. I like it. I might come back to it. But here's the thing. Let's actually get into the topic. So, with toys, what qualifies as a toy? You know one thing I think qualifies as a toy? Nerf guns. Yes. So I feel like what kids did with Nerf guns can be fucking crazy, man. Back when I was little, we lived in a different neighborhood, and it was a bunch of us little kids, right? Or I guess not little. We were maybe, I think we were 12 by the end of things, but so it was maybe ages 8 to 12. This was maybe for me, maybe even 13. I don't know. I know I moved out before 6th grade, right? So I had to be 8 to 12, right? Because that's the ages of 5th grade. Yeah. So then with that, so with Nerf guns though, and things like that, the kids around my neighborhood, one of them in particular, decided to create an entire fake police academy with Nerf guns. Yeah. So we would have to in order to rank up in this police academy thing, we'd have to do Nerf guns and do Nerf guns. What? We'd have to do target practice. We'd have to do obstacle courses. We'd have to do crazy ass things I don't know, punching a punching bag. Is that crazy? No, it's not. But we did some funny ass things, and we did some crazy ass things with Nerf guns. And it's just we're super serious about this police academy. I don't, because one of my friends was really into being a police officer in this future. I don't know if he still is because I haven't talked to him, and God knows when. It's been since I lived in that neighborhood since I talked to that guy because it's funny. But basically, this is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? That's kind of crazy. Even thinking back to how serious we get about this shit, and it's for me that's crazy. I don't know about for you guys it might be boring, honestly, but for me it's crazy thinking back to what and also it's crazy also looking at some of these Nerf guns and really looking at how intense these have gotten. Because some of these are full on foam bullet shooting AKs. Honestly, I'm not I feel some of these are crazy. They're big they're like they got like crazy cocking mechanisms now. Like in order to they got like safeties now, which is good. It's good for the kids. They got like rapid fire now with some of them, especially like those mega guns. I don't know. Like and like they got like some of them shoot like foam balls like that's gotta hurt more, and some of them shoot with like really powerful. That's gotta really hurt. They got like some sticky bullets. Those have been forever though. They don't usually work. Like after maybe like 10 days, they don't stick that well. At least when I was a kid, that's how I remember them. But like they had like scopes back in the day. Even they had like full on laser scopes, which was crazy. They had banana clips, which is funny, banana. But they had a whole bunch of crazy shit with like Nerf guns. Like, why are we like it? It just needed to be a gun. Like, I get you gotta make money, but all it needed to be is a gun. It didn't need to have all that shit, because like, what the I don't know, I go crazy about this shit. But you know what I also go crazy, I used to go crazy about? You know what I used to also go crazy about? I'll say it again, because like I kind of messed that up. I used to go crazy about Legos. Those little bricks you build with, those little bricks you like build with as a kid. Yeah, I used to enjoy those things. You guys know, because I have a whole bunch of weird Lego reviews on my channel that I still haven't deleted. Why are they up there? Why, Matthew? But like basically, like I used to build a whole bunch of stuff with Legos. Like I had, of course, the Brickheads line, which all of them are able to be seen in the newer intro, the one that's like set to the Amphibia music, and like some of the. I think it's like in the Mega Man 4 No Jump video. Yeah, like those are like you're able to see that all the line of the entire Brickheads custom collection in that video, I guess, like because you get a pan of them, and like I like how I built like a whole bunch of cool characters and just like represented them coolly. I also, one thing I really liked in this with Lego is like using cool part usage. Like, one of the things I did on one of my Brickhead with, like Izzy from Total Drama, like which is the best character in Total Drama. And I've had that opinion ever since like I was ever since I was like 12. But since I was 12, like I've had that opinion, and like basically when I was building her as a Brickhead, like I used like a flipper to like represent like what's usually used as like a flipper for like a minifigure. I used that as like a tie for like to have like poking out on her body. It was like it's really cool. Like it was really cool. You can go back and see that. It's really cool. But I also like I really like using those part usage. I think I honestly made even like a different video about it. Maybe it was on my. It might have been on my first channel. It was like trying to figure out a use for useless pieces. It was like honestly, I really liked that video because I liked when I was a kid finding uses for pieces that I never thought I would be able to use. Like I found a use for like the creeper hand or like the creeper body. Yeah, it was funny. Like the creeper body from Minecraft. I found that a use for that. It's not the creeper body from Minecraft. I thought it was funny. It was cool. But things like that were some of my favorite things with Lego. But nowadays, my opinions with Lego, sometimes I still use them. I mean, for a person who like collect trinkets and like sets them up for certain things, you'll see how we'll talk about that more later. For someone who does that though, like it's very useful to have Legos on hand because like you can build like little structures and things like that. But I don't do many serious things with Lego anymore. I'm not very too into it. I mean, I built like a little few figures, and I've also built some pixel arts just to display somewhat. But like those are more just like using them as like a way to express my other hobbies now and like interests nowadays, I guess. Yeah, that's the best way. That's a good way of saying that. But then again, I do still like looking at Lego. Like that's why I'm subscribed to a whole bunch of like Lego YouTube channels. Like I just like looking at all these cool Lego creations, whether it's created customly by some odd creator, right? Or is created by LEGO themselves. Like, I like looking at these fun things that people have built because it's just like the spirit within them is so cool. Like, I look at some of the cool sets that they have nowadays, like, and it's like crazy. Like, and I look at some people's like Lego cities nowadays, and it's so cool. Like, there are some crazy sets out there. Like, they just like released that new Goonies set, which was really cool. I love them. Goonies is my favorite movie of all time still. Like, and it's like that's, yeah. Like, that's cool. And you know, one of these, and you know, so I talked about how I felt about toys. Haven't really talked about any stories. What did I do with these toys? Well, when I was a kid, a lot of things that I did with my toys is make like little movies and like little stories. I mean, that's how I think I got into like wanting to do film. I also make like little movies with my toys and like film them on like my iPad when I was a kid. Like, it was funny. Like, I use, like, sometimes I would just use my actual toys, but sometimes I would actually just use like little like I would use like little what you call it. I would just like also do like little paper cutouts sometimes too, and just like move those around. I don't know. I made like when I was a kid, like once I made these movies, they like at my school they used to hold like a market thing, and I used to make like a movie theater and show these movies. I remember like a few of them. Like, one of them was based off of like the game Pudding Monsters when I was a kid, that I played when I was a kid. And that was like the same people who made Cut the Rope. I really liked Pudding Monsters. It's not on the App. I don't think it's on the App Store anymore, unfortunately. It might be, but like I just don't remember it. It might be though. I might check after this video because like now I'm having a nostalgia trip because I just reminded myself of that. I didn't even plan to talk. I mean, I don't plan on a lot of these videos, but like that's the fun of not planning out these videos. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But like I would make these movies, and like I remember like even showing them to like my school, and I was like, you know, this was start of like making stories with, you know, the only thing I was able to make stories with, my toys. You know, back then I didn't have a lot of people who also wanted to make movies or be in movies. I don't know, but so I didn't have any people to actually film and make movies into. But now, but like then I had toys, so I basically just moved around my toys and things like that. And I did some cool stuff. Like I used this. I think I started with like stop motion, but like I morphed into things. Like like some of the stuff that is on my YouTube channel still does that. Like or doesn't still do that. But like back then, like I think like the toys is one of my first years on my YouTube channel, and it's like this like it's supposed to be like this cool like eerie series. I didn't end up like finishing it for a while. I only did like 3 episodes, I think. But like even that was like fun. I think I was just more just trying to be like a geeky thing. I don't know. I was having some fun at the time. But here's the thing, like with that, like I had some fun. But like, you know, one thing I haven't discussed yet, stuffed animals. And like my current life of Trinkets. Let's do current life of Trinkets, yeah. So, because I think I'm going to use stuffed animals as a connection later. You'll see. But my current connection with Trinkets, I brought some collection. Holy crap. Okay, so, my current collection with Trinkets, I love collecting trinkets. I love collecting trinkets, honestly. And so and I love collecting, by trinkets I mean like little guys that are just like small. You'll see. But I also use these trinkets for a lot of things. I'm an avid Dungeons and Dragons player. I'm wearing this shirt. And I guess the hat, because it's Dustin's hat from Stranger Things, and they play a lot of D&D, so yeah. But so I'm an avid D&D player, and I usually I use these trinkets as little like player markers, or if I'm DMing, I'll use them as like little like, show and tell things, I guess, like presentation. Like let me demonstrate with you guys. Like, oh, it's the wizard. like I would do things like that. Like I would just grab a random one, and it's a wizard now. And that basically, I don't know how much that does for like envisioning, but it does things for my brain because like it's fun to play around with trinkets. It's fun to come back to who you were as a kid. Nostalgia. But here's the thing, and I still also set up trinkets. We have a late night show right here at CMU that I help out with, and what I do always with their stuff is I set up little things in my set. So basically we have some items that are like just like after hours, like that's the name of the show. But it's like we had some items that are like just speak after hours. We have the phone, which is like this old rotary phone, or not rotary phone, but like old I guess phone that you'd have on the wall, like the wire phone. I don't know why I can't think of the name. Home phone? Yeah, home phone. It's like an old home phone, and it's like really cool looking. And we had a mug for a while, but I don't use the mug that much because it doesn't fit the set now. But what I do now is I set up little scenes with the trinkets that I have. So last time, right, we were interviewing we were interviewing some people for a new like Dungeons and Dragons show, which is funny. So I ended up setting up my trinkets with a scene where like you could see them like they're fighting a dragon and like doing cool funny things like that. That's fun. That's really fun. But like for me, because like it's like I get to have some fun and just like make little like scenes, and like I like doing that. I like setting little scenes. It's fun. It's like it's fun. It's cute to me. Like I put. Let me see if I can find it. Sorry. Like on since it was the Halloween, since it was recorded around Halloween, right? This will actually be going up on Halloween because I'm planning to post this tomorrow. But this is this spider, right? I put this spider on the phone's numbers, and like it would look so adorable. I'll try to post a picture in the corner there. But, like it's so cool. Like I have a lot of cool trinkets, and I think I might as well just start showing them because like I use them a lot for like after hours and D&D. So I'm just gonna start showing them. But I think that's enough talking to you guys about like why I use trinkets, like why I collect them. Like now it's time to show you my collection. So we'll start with the one I had out. I was just showing you guys the spider. This one I got. It's a 3D printed spider. And it's really cool. It's like these really cool colors. I'll show you these. It's got like underbody there. It's really cool. And it's got little. Oh my god, the eyes are cute. Oh my god, I love these things. But I got this at it was like an event for my college that was showing all the clubs that are like that were like available to join, and I got this one. I don't know which club I got this from, but like it's really cool. The next one, what's some cool ones? I'm only gonna show like the ones that I really am like into. So, I'll show you guys some of the. Next up will be some of the mini Funko Pops. God, I love these things. They're new mini Funko Pops, right? So it's like a new thing that Funko's been trying, right? So these are these are some Stranger Things ones. If I can get it to focus there. Okay, so yeah, this is one from this is Joyce from Stranger Things, and like this is like this is a King Moonracer from like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Like I like these because like they're like really accurate versions of characters in like a super tiny form, and like they're also like really cool. Like you can have them like out of the box. You can have them like in the box. You can have them actually like. You can have this, which is a really cool like arrangement that I like to sometimes like use them as like player markers with D&D. I like using these like player markers with D&D, but also I will use like last time I also had one scene during after hours where I made all my trinkets running from I had him running from a Demogorgon one that I have, which is cool. For some reason, I can't find a Demogorgon one right now. It's probably still in here somewhere. But we also have some ones that I have had since I was young. So let me get some of those out. Let's see, where's my favorite ones? This isn't all my collection. I have a bigger bag too. Okay, so let's first get some easier ones out of the way first. Domo, I've had. So this one is Domo, and I think it's like his dragon form. I've had this guy for like years now. Like I think I got these from like one of the vending machines that used to have like the little trinket, little guys in them. I think I don't even know what you call them, but like they're little like. And there's like little tiny trinkets and toys that are, and this one is Domo as like a dragon. Domo was like a character back in like the 2010s. God, we're like so far away from the 2010, like early 2010s. I have to like explain to people like what Domo was. That's so horrifying to me. But like things like Domo is was one of my favorite things as a kid, and I just like the eyes are like a bit scratched off now, but it's still really like cool. And you can still make out the voice and the eyes, and it's like really, it's very nostalgic to me. I like this little guy. He's cool. He's screaming. I love him. But I also have Gary. I love Gary. Oh my god! And also the eyes like look to the side, so it's perfect. And like he used to have shoes, but they got ripped off. I now just have a pair of shoes as one of my trinkets, which is funny. I can use that for a lot of things, but I honestly just like having Gary. Like, God, this was made in 2005. I just looked at that, but like I was I used to like I just honestly like having Gary by itself because like Gary is such a cool character from SpongeBob. Meow, like yeah, he's fun. Also. Squinkies. Oh my god, I used to love these things. They like squish. I have two here. I think I only have two from my old collection. I'm so sad that I lost them. I think I have more somewhere in my Lego bin at home. I'm gonna have to find those. But I have Shotgun Guy, which is this little thing that is like he's got a gun and he's got blonde hair and he's like cool and military looking. And then I got this guy who's like a tank guy. And he's got like a jetpack. Yeah. So these guys squish and like they got like little holes in there, and they're like Squinkies and they're like fun. You like do things with them. I don't know. When I was a kid, I did. Those were like a big thing that people collected when I was a kid. So yeah. Also, I still like using a lot of Lego dogs. Oh, there's the Demogorgon one. Here, I'll show you guys that one real quick. Isn't that so cool? It's like a closed face and everything. Oh my god. I used to have so I love dogs. So of course I have a lot of dog trinkets. And like even like Lego dogs I still keep to use in like sets and things like that. Or just play with. Honestly, I do play with toys still, honestly. I'm gonna be embarrassed by it though. Like, so I have like this one that's like poodle. I think this one's was from Friends because I think I picked it up from my sister when I was little. When I was like little, I just keep capturing it. This one's a Chihuahua, so cute. This one's like a I don't know what this one is. I don't know. And then this one's like a husky. I think I got this one from like a Arctic set or something. Like I don't know. It's a kid. While we're showing dogs, I got this little pug right here. Yeah, like the sleeping pug. It's meant to like hook onto wires and like show that. I would show that, but like I don't have any wires near me. So like that's meant to like hook onto wires. So that's cool. What other cool ones? I have Llama. Llama's one of my favorites that I got recently. I picked this up from I think it was right before the summer of this year, which would be like I guess May. I picked it up like at a certain event for my college, and They were basically handing out little racer toys. And I got this little pink llama. I love this thing. I love this llama. This llama is adorable. I really like this llama. Like, this llama's cool. It's cute. It's pink. I really like that fact, too. I like that it's pink. It used to have a straddle, or not straddle. What do you call that? Why did I say straddle? I think saddle. Straddle? What does straddle mean? God, it's gonna mean something horrible, isn't it? But saddle, like, I used to have a saddle, but I think I lost it, unfortunately. But I don't mind it. It's just got a hole in its back now, which is weird. But I also have, what else do I have? Oh, Minecraft Squid. Yeah, some of his legs are gone, but like, I have Minecraft Squid because he's cool. I don't use him that much, but like, I like him. I do like him. I don't use him that much, but I think I might as well just bring attention to him while I'm looking at these trinkets that I have. What other trinkets do I got that I should show off? Yeah, I have a lot of little toy animals that I like to that I have in my trinkets bag. Like, I have turtles because I like turtles. Or I guess would this be a tortoise? How do you tell the difference? Especially with toys. Let's see. Oh, okay. There's some cool stuff in here. Like, there's this guy, right? This guy's, so I never knew what this guy was for a while. Apparently it's like some kind of soldier in some war. I don't know. But like, it's like if an army man got like super detailed. And I like using it as like an army man stand-in. It used to have a longer gun, but like it got ripped off in my backpack, so now it's just got a short gun, but like it's like handling it like it's a long gun. So I think it's cool. And then I have a lot of army guys. I'll just show off some of those. I like using those sometimes. So I got this guy. He's got like down. I got this guy. I don't know. I'll just show him off like this. I don't know. This one's shooting. Yeah, cool. But I also have Big Gorilla. I have Gorilla. Yes, I watch that guy's like that. Just like I said, I still watch Lego YouTube videos. You watch that guy, Big Gorilla. I have but this one is Tiny Gorilla. So I have Tiny Gorilla. So Tiny Gorilla is I got this guy at a zoo, I think, when I was little, and I love this guy. He's so cool. Gorilla. He's just so funny. Like I love what I love doing with Gorilla is just like putting out a whole bunch of my serious ones, like my Funko Pops or like the army guys or things like that, and then just putting in the middle of it just like Gorilla. Like, it's so funny to me. Just like every little character in it is like serious or like, you know, like just more like cool looking, and then it's Gorilla, the silliest thing ever. Like, you know, I don't know. That's silly to me. But I think it's I've had enough time showing off my collection. I could probably show you off more, but I think I've had enough time. We've been talking like 10 minutes about my collection. Oh, but here's the thing. I still haven't showed you all my collection, because next topic is stuffed animals. I still haven't talked about stuffed animals, and that's like one of the biggest things about toys. Like one of the biggest things with toys is like stuffed animals were crazy. Like those things that like are plushes now. I guess they're plushes now. You don't have to call them stuffed animals, do you? You have to call them plushes. I'm gonna still call them stuffed animals. I have a lot of stories with stuffed animals. One story I should tell. I don't know if I told the story. I might have told the story in Bird Shenanigans, but it's been a while, and it's been we got new people on the channel by now, so honestly, it's worth retelling. So when I was a little kid, we back in like the super old house, right? I remember one day I set up all of my sister's toys and my toys, basically as like this lab setting, and I was like this evil guy, right? And basically, I locked my sister out of the room and like was working with the toys. God, I feel like I'm Sid from Toy Story right now, but I'm a horrible person. But basically, like I was working, I was like doing the things to the toys, but I had to go to the bathroom, I think, or something like that. So I went out, I closed the door, didn't realize I left it locked. So basically, I locked myself out of the room, and like everything was in there. A whole bunch of shit was in there. So basically, and like also it was my room. So like we kind of had to like, so basically my stepdad had to get a ladder and basically go through the window to unlock the, basically I was kind of screwed. Like, yeah. I was kind of screwed, honestly, which is funny to me nowadays. But I like looking back at that because it's a funny story. You know, a lot of funny stories. Yeah. So what stuffed animals did I have as a kid? We'll get to one of them later. You'll see why. But one of them I had was a red panda that I got from like a friend when I was like one of those lifelong friends. But I say lifelong, but I haven't talked to them like in a while. But I got like this red panda stuffed animal. It was really cute, and like that thing was a great thing to me. And I still honestly have stuffed animals, but like I don't know. I do them. I look at them as more fun things now. Like two of them that you guys have seen. I brought two of them today to the classroom. Brittany. Some of you guys know. I'm gonna throw this guy. Some of you guys know that. I'll stop throwing it. But some of you guys know that when I was in junior year of high school, I went through this Chipmunks phase, and I'm not proud of it, but I still do like Chipmunks music, kind of like in a weird way. I think it's the nostalgia of it, but also it's not that bad. I honestly like it. But the best chipmunk is Brittany because she's a queen. She's cool. She slays. And she is awesome, and honestly, so there's not much Alvin and Chipmunks merchandise that isn't like the movies, so I basically had to get this. I like the 80s show a lot better, but what is this video turned into? What is this video turned? God, this is gonna be like a 20-minute video, a 30-minute video about where I go into a tangent about chipmunks. Funny. That's how Random Topic is, honestly. We don't keep with the topic. We branch out. We just keep on talking till we find stuff to ramble on. And that's the nature of Random Topic, which I love about that. But back to this stuff. So yeah, this was gotten to me by a high school girlfriend because as like a joke, which is funny, and I still have it. And you guys know it as the ball that I used to play for Brittany Bowling. That's a short that you can find on this channel. That's or not. I guess it wouldn't be on this channel if you're using it. If you're watching this through the Watuski channel, that's fun. But if you're watching this on the Watuski channel, it would be a channel a video you can see on this channel. It's the Brittany Bowling, and I basically just set up a whole bunch of pop bottles. And then I use this as like a bowling ball. It is a stuffed animal, so I don't think I did very well because it's not very powerful. I had to get like a lot of like power, like boom, boom. You guys heard that? That was funny. But yeah, like I had to do some funny stuff. But one thing I also got recently, Glaceon. Glaceon is so important. Like one of my favorite Pokemon. Mudkip still tops it, but Glaceon is honestly one of my favorite Pokemon, not because of Pokemon though, because of Celeste. I use her as my skin for Celeste, Glaceon, and it works so much for my Celeste skin. You guys know it because of Celeste video. Glaceon is cool, and like that's what this represents to me. And I just like having this. I don't know. I don't know. It's cute. It doesn't stand very well though. Look. Yeah, it's still already falling. Why did it have to stand very well? And when I put it off the camera, it immediately falls. Why did it have to stand so well when I did that? Oh my god. Like that's funny as heck. But like that is one thing I used. Yeah. And like gosh, like I still have stuffed animals. Yeah. Why do I still have stuffed animals? why do I still do it's just for me because it's fun. It's cute. I don't know. I like it. I think honestly, it's not a kid's thing. It's just honestly something to have is if you want something sentimental, which is fine. It's always fine. But sentimental things sometimes they can get to sometimes there is times where stuffed animals can get too horror-y. It's time to finally end off this video. And to end off this video, I'd like to share one more story with a specific stuffed animal. Do you guys remember Furbies? So yeah, Furbies are these stuffed animals that are like these. They look like birds and they got these weird ears. Basically though, they're really cute, or they were really cute. I don't know. I used to like them. Now I don't. They're kind of a bit scary now. You know why? So when I was a kid, I had a Furby because Furbies were going through a resurgence of being liked, and they were being re-released, right? My Furby was named Doo-Doo, which meant smells good. I just said that and I laughed. Sorry. I knew that in my head, but once I said it out loud, I just could not hold myself. For me, that is funny to me. I don't know. But it was so it was this navy blue color and it had lightning bolts on it. And it was really cute. And basically Furbies were this thing where you had to take care of them. So you basically could feed them by pressing a button on their mouth. And you could make them go to sleep. And then you could also talk to them. I don't know. And then they could get sick sometimes too. I don't know. They were really weird. Furbies were really weird. But I even had an app to go along with the newer Furbies. That's how I knew what mine's name was even, or things like that. I don't know. Although to get to the story that I wanted to tell about Furbies, get ready. This is crazy. So let's skip ahead to where my Furby has been broken for maybe 3 years because I dropped it. And it's been sitting on a shelf in the toy room for God knows how long. So I'm maybe 11 years old back at the old house. And I'm in the playroom, sitting at a desk playing Lego Indiana Jones, innocent kid, probably stuck on one of the puzzles that's taken me 20 minutes, right? And then, I'm in the midst of all that fun game playing, right? Out of nowhere, the Furby wakes up and screams the loudest as it can, scares the ever-living shit out of me. It literally screamed its heart, and it just scared the bejesus out of me. That thing has been dead for 3 years, and now you speak? What the fuck? I was, keep in mind, I was 11 at the time. What the why? Why do these things happen to scare children? I don't know. But with that, that has made me incredibly scared of Furbies. God. It must suck that I'm incredibly scared of Furbies. Because the next episode of a very huge series on the Wachowski channel, and the Wachowski channel, I guess now. The next episode is actually a lot about Furbies. Please, take a look. What is up, my fellow Yeets? Welcome back to Myth Gamers, the show that strives to craft an even scarier horror game experience than what the developers offer. Get out a pen and notebook.
With this, draw a map of the entire house. Mama Tattletale's AI works on a node map system. Mama will spawn in reaction to specific events throughout the game. And I can assure you that this won't be the most wonderful challenge of the year.
Alright, I think this time I got it, okay?
Can you beat Tattletale without shaking the flashlight? Tune in to Myth Gamers Episode 9 this holiday season to find out.
Did you guys like my cringy Nintendo Direct parody? Sorry. I had to make a parody in I had to make a Nintendo Direct parody, and I thought it was funny. I don't know, but there's a trailer for Myth Gamers 9. Can you beat Tattletale without shaking the flashlight? God, that's gonna be a fun episode. The script is fully written, and I've filmed like the first few levels. Yeah. And then I plan to film another level tomorrow. And then I'm gonna edit it all together, hopefully, and you guys will at least see it by December, if not November. I gotta release it before December 25th, because that is, or on December 25th, because it's a Christmas special. So yeah. But that's the next Myth Gamers, and for someone who's honestly still somewhat scared of Furbies, it's a hard episode for me. So that's gonna be fun. But with that, I think it's time that I leave you guys off with it, and I think I've had fun making one more, or probably not one more. This is gonna be hopefully the start of the new era of Random Topic. But God, I've had fun bringing it back. So with that, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell. I'd like to thank you for making it this far on the video. And until next time, Phil, get off the counter!